Welcome everyone. I am excited to share my experience with the Woodpecker Method by Axel Smith and Hans Deknen, a fantastic chess training book packed with tactical exercises that can really push your level forward. I truly believe this example will help your calculation sharpen your tactical vision and make faster, more accurate decisions over the board. Let's start this journey together and level up our chess skills. First chapter and first example, now we need to find the best move for the black. If you calculate, you will find, I will give a check, and the king can move anywhere because we have bishop and the knight prevent king to move on the file G, so he takes the rook. Now we will give a checkmate. The second example, now we need to find the best move for the white. You will find rook on f3 and you have two bishop. We can use it to give a checkmate. Think how. We will give a check by the rook on f8 and king can take because the bishop on h6, so he will take by the bishop. Now we will give a check by moving the pawn. When he covered by the bishop, I will give a checkmate. The third example, we need to find the best move for the white. Okay, we will take the knight on f4. When he takes, I will push the pawn, and when he takes by the bishop, we can take the bishop, and now we have extra pieces. Example 4. What's the best move for the white? Okay, the best move is to take the pawn on f7. If he takes by the king, now I will give a check, and next move I will take the bishop. In the puzzle, what's the best move for the white? Now I wanted to take the queen on b6 by play bishop there, but he will take by the knight, so we need to take the knight first. How? By the bishop? No, because he will take and he threatened my queen also, so we will take it by the rook. When he takes, no problem, I will play. If he takes, I will take and take the queen. What's the best move for the black? Now I wanted to give a checkmate, maybe play rook here, but I have more better by play pawn on f3. If he play pawn there, I will take the queen. If he takes, now I will take the bishop on c4. What's the best move for the black? It is easy. We will deepen more in next puzzles because it's chapter 1. Yes, you will take the bishop. When he takes, play fork, knight on e3. Next move, you will take the queen. The best move for the whites. We like Woodpecker. This is the idea of this book. You take a piece so you have advanced and win the game. You take the knight. When he takes, now you can take the rook direct, or he can play more better by take the pawn first and then he takes the rook, but you have extra piece. What the best move for the white? The Woodpecker is ready and he take the knight, give a check. Maybe take by the pawn, but it's not good because he will give a checkmate, or by covering by the queen on g6, you give a check, no problem, play there, no problem, play, he play here. If he takes, now you can give a checkmate also. What the best move for the white in this position? Yeah, think. Take the pawn on f7. If he takes by the king, now we give a check fork and take bishop in next move. And if he not take and play king there, no problem with the bishop. If he play there, I will take, and if he takes, now I play queen there, and I am in good position, can win the game. Well, the best move for the whites, give a checkmate in 3 move by play queen on h6. King will move there, now give a check, takes, and give a checkmate. What the best move for the black? We can swap pieces minor with major by play knight on c3, so he will take by bishop. Now we will take the rook. What the best move for the black? Okay, we will take the rook, and if he takes, we now give a checkmate, so he will not take and play king there. We play bishop, and when he cover, no problem, and takes, cover by the queen. we will take, and when play king there, we give it check, and when covered, give it checkmate. Well, the best move for the white. Okay, we have knight, we can give it checkmate with the queen on h5 if he moved to h5, so we will take the knight to give space for moving the queen. If he make mistake and takes, now we will give it checkmate. Okay, white to play. Okay, you will take the pawn. With a little victory, you will win the game. Okay, that's the aim of this book. Black to play. Okay, rook takes the pawn. If he takes, you can give a checkmate. So he will take the knight and you will take the bishop. You have extra pawns. White to play. Okay, let's start. Rook takes bishop. When he takes, now queen takes, no problem, because when he takes by the pawn, he give a check, and next move he takes the queen, and he have bishop, and he will promote pawn. White to play. Okay, white play knight on a4, because if he takes by the pawn, now he will take the rook, and if he takes by the rook, no problem, he will take by the pawn. Black to play. Okay, rook takes, pawn on e5. When queen takes, he give a check, and next move he takes the rook. White to play. White play rook on f6. When takes the rook, he takes by the other rook, and now he will take the knight. White to play. White play queen and takes knight on h5. When the queen takes, he give a check, and next move he takes the queen. Black to play. Okay, in this move he will give a checkmate. Think how? By sacrificing rook on g2. When king takes, he plays the other rook, give a check. If he covered by the bishop, no problem, because he will give a check, and next move after queen play here, he give a checkmate. White to play, and it will give a checkmate. By play queen on g7, give a check. If he takes by bishop, it will give a checkmate, and if he takes by the rook, he will takes by the pawn, and next move he will give a checkmate. Black to play. Black play rook and takes knight. When takes by the pawn, he give a check, and next move he takes the rook. Black to play. Black play rook and takes the pawn on f2. If queen takes, he takes with a check, and next move he will take the pawn, and if the bishop takes the queen, he will take the queen, and now black can win easily. White to play, and white have a brilliant move, and he sacrificed by the queen on g5. When pawn takes, no problem, because he gave a check, and after that he play a fork and takes queen in next move. White to play. Okay, queen takes, pawn on d5. If black takes the queen, he will give a checkmate, because when he covered by the rook, no problem, we have bishop on a3, and I will give you checkmate. Black to play. Black takes pawn on e4. If he takes by queen, no problem, he will take the rook, and if he takes by the bishop, no problem, he will take the knight. White to play, and white sacrificed by the bishop on g7. When king takes, he give a check, and then checkmate. Black to play. Black to want to take the rook on a1, but if he play queen there, the king will not move. The white takes the queen. So what he play? He play first, take the knight. When pawn takes the rook, he give a check by queen on e5, and then he takes the rook. White to move, and white play a brilliant move and take pawn on h7. If king play a mistake, takes, he give a check, so kings will not take and move there. White to play, and white play a brilliant move, play bishop on h7. When king takes, no problem, because he will take the rook and he will take the next rook. White to play, and white takes the pawn on f7. When rook takes, he pulls the pawn, and if he play here, it will be wrong because he will take this rook and maybe promote if he play this, so he will take this pawn. White to move. Whites wanted to take the queen on f7 by play bishop on g6. So what he will play, he want to remove the knight on e4 by play check on d6. When pawn takes, now he will take the queen in next move. White to move, and white takes knight on b6. When rook takes, no problem because he play a fork, and next move he will take the rook, and now he have extra pawn, so he can win the game easily. White to move, and white play bishop takes pawn on a6. When takes, no problem because he will give a check and take the knight. White to move, and white play knight on h7. If king takes, no problem, play fork, and he give a check by the knight and by the bishop on d3. So he will take the queen in next move, or the king move there and he will take the rook. White to play, and white play knight on b5. When pawn takes, no problem, he takes, and next move he takes the bishop and give it check. White to move, and if you notice, you will find the king and the black queen in same diagonal, so he takes the pawn on d5. If pawn takes, he give it check and take the queen in next move. And the video ends with this puzzle. We need to find the best move for the black. Black play queen on g2, give it check. When white takes by the rook, he give it checkmate. Hope you enjoy the content, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.